everyone, I'm Vanessa Bianco, and I'm super excited to talk to you guys a little bit about this idea I had. I started looking the other day while I was laying down on the couch with my AirPods and I couldn't find them, and they had gone into the couch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I only had a pocket, because I was underneath the quilt, I only had a pocket that I could like keep my phone and my AirPods in there so they wouldn't get lost. And then I started looking online to see if there was like a tutorial or if there's something that I could actually buy, and there isn't. So I came up with this because I don't want to lose my AirPods anymore, and I figured you probably don't either. So here we go. Before we get started though, where you're going to be able to find this is on my website at vanessachristenson.com. And I'll have step-by-step instructions also with pictures as well. So don't worry, you'll get it here, but you can also see it on my website. And we're gonna add the link down in the description. So we're gonna start off first with 4 pieces of cuts here. We're gonna start with 1 8x12, 2 8x8s, and 1 4x8. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna fold a couple of these pieces. From the 8x12, we're just gonna fold it in half, and it creates a 6x8. We're going to take the 4x8 and we're going to fold it in half, and it creates a 2x8. Then we're going to keep this off to the side. We're going to use a zipper, and so we'll take our top piece of the 2x8, sew to the top part of our zipper, and then the larger piece goes to the bottom part of our zipper. And then we'll top stitch right there so that it makes a really nice, just solid piece, just like that. Okay, so we're going to take these 2 squares, the 8x8s, and we're going to actually cut rounded. I tend to like just to take either a bottle cap, or if you have a ruler that you can use to just sort of like make some markings right here on either side. They end up looking like this. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to sandwich our zippered in between our 2 8x8s. Okay, that we've already rounded. First, I'm going to do right sides together. I'm going to place this top one right here, and then I'm going to slide this one over and place the back side onto the right side right there. So you can see the bottom piece facing the back of the zipper, this middle section that we sewed together, and then this top piece right here moving forward right there. So next thing that we're going to do is we're going to sew around, but not the full way. We're going to leave a little edge right here. This is about 3.5 inches or so, maybe almost 4. And so I'm going to sew all the way around 1/4 inch. And then we're going to clip these edges right there, the rounded edges, so that when we flip it out, and I'm going to flip it out right now, you have a really nice zippered pocket, but we still have a raw edge. So what we're going to do is we're going to, with an iron, you're going to want to really make sure that, I'm just going to finger press this right here, for example, but you'll want to make sure that you fold it in just like that, and then we will ladder stitch around that open edge. After this is stitched down, what we're going to do is we're going to take our heat and bond that is also cut in the same manner as our 2 8x8s. We're going to attach it to the back and iron it on, and when we peel it back, this is what it looks like. So that is now a pocket, but it needs to be attached to your quilt now, so let's go do that. I have 2 pockets here because I wanted to give you an option. One is that it matches the front of the quilt, which, by the way, this is our Ombre Cheater 108 wide backing. It's pretty awesome. It's half square triangles, and it looks like you pieced the quilt, but you didn't. So we can either match it with that, or what we can do is make a pocket with the same fabric as your backing. And where you'll probably want to place this is closer to where, if you're underneath a quilt, you definitely don't want it to be at the foot of you. So you'll probably want it a little bit closer to where your hands and your arms will be hanging out. So I usually, just rule of thumb, I try to go a little closer to the top part of where I'll be snuggling under. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to blend it because I don't really want it to show. Before we start sewing though, we're going to want to make sure that we put the adhesive on there. We're going to iron it on. So I'm gonna make sure that I have it placed where I want it, not too close to the edge. You don't want it to be all over there, but you do want it enough that it's gonna be really easy just to go in and grab either a snack or your phone. Because we're going through a lot of layers, go ahead and don't feel too scared to actually let that heat seep through so that it can really adhesive into all those layers. And remember, this is just so that you don't slip around when you're actually sewing it by hand. We'll make sure that we can sew it on there with a binding stitch when we are ready for that. I'm gonna go inside a little bit so I can get like a corner down. I'm gonna work a little bit and get this nicely bonded on, and then we'll come back and stitch together. Now we're gonna stitch it together, and I'm super excited, but I also have to let you know you need to be a little careful with this step. You don't wanna go through the whole entire quilt. You definitely just wanna go through the backing part and your pocket. You'll probably notice that the rest of your pocket is nicely down and secured, but the corners, there's a lot of layers there. So we're going to make sure that that whole thing is tacked down. So I'm going to go just slightly behind and thread it. I don't want my knot to show. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to making sure that I'm just going above, or I'm just going on that top layer, and then going right next, right there. And that is our first stitch, okay? So what we're going to directly do afterwards is to go straight down. You don't want to go over because then you'll have big stitches. What you do want to do is you want to go straight down from where that stitch is on the pocket, right there. And again, come up through all those layers of that side there. Excellent. Okay, so you can actually see our stitches right there. Let's keep going. Go directly down. And then making sure I don't go through any more layers than just that top layer. And up again. And now that I've showed you on camera how to do this, I'm gonna get a little bit more comfortable and try to stitch a little quicker. Well, there you have it. We now have a stitched on pocket, a quilt pocket, and I'm ready to hang out on my couch and not lose anything ever again. Thanks for joining me today, and I love spending this time with you. You can learn more about me at vanessachristenson.com. I do a lot of things with ombre fabric. I tend to crown myself the ombre queen, if I do say so myself. If you'd like to learn more about ombre or this pocket, please visit me on my website. My social media is Christenson, and I show tons of pictures of our projects that we're working on. I also highlight some of the projects you guys have been working on, because you guys are amazing too with our ombre fabric, and I love to see them. So make sure you tag me and I will definitely show them off. Happy stitching!